Welcome back to Character Conversions, where I try to bring fictional characters to life in D&D. Today we build the only non-human to rise to the rank of Grand Admiral within the Galactic Empire, Mitth'raw'nuruodo, better known as Thrawn. For stats, we'll be using the standard array of the player's handbook, divided up as you see here. Intelligence is first, because Thrawn is nothing if not intelligent. Dexterity is next, because we primarily use ranged weapons. Then next is Charisma to help with our leadership ability. For race, we're going to go with Dark Elf. We will play a drow exiled from the Underdark, which is the closest representation of the unknown regions in D&D. This gives us a +2 to Dexterity and a +1 to Charisma, raising them to 16 and 14 respectively. We have Dark Vision out to 120 feet. That comes with Sunlight Sensitivity. We have Fey Ancestry, Trance, Keen Senses, Drow Magic, Drow Weapon Training, and we speak Common and Elven. Sunlight Sensitivity means that if we are in sunlight, we suffer disadvantage on perception checks and attack rolls. Fey Ancestry means we can't be magically put to sleep and have advantage on saves against being charmed. Drow Magic gives us the Dancing Lights cantrip, and Keen Senses gives us Perception Proficiency, a nice starting package. Background will of course be Soldier. This gives us proficiency with Athletics and Intimidation. We gain proficiency with a gaming set of our choice, as well as land vehicles, and our background feature is Military Rank. We were a Grand Admiral after all. For class, we'll be going with Fighter, to represent the training all receive within the military academies for the Chiss Expansionary Defense Fleet, or Melee Magveer for our Drow representation. This gives us a D10 hit die, proficiency with Strength and Constitution saves, and for skills we will grab History and Insight. As a first level fighter, our fighting style could be Archery or Unarmed Fighting if you want a Thrawn who regularly practices martial arts to stay in shape. For my build, I'll be going with Archery, giving us a +2 bonus to attack with ranged attack rolls. After this, Second Wind will allow us to, as a bonus action, restore 1d10 plus our fighter level and hit points once each long rest. Second level, we gain Action Surge, allowing us to take an additional action on our turn once per short or long rest. Third level in Fighter means we choose our martial archetype. We want to build on Thrawn's tactical mind, so we are going with Battle Master. This gives us combat superiority and Student of War. We will get Student of War out of the way first. We gain proficiency with an artisan's tool of our choice. For Thrawn, I'd choose Painter's Supplies. Combat superiority grants us 3 maneuvers of our choice and a pool of 4 d8 superiority dice. For maneuvers, we will take Commander's Strike, Commanding Presence, and Maneuvering Attack. Each of these are focused on us being a leader during battle, allowing us to command others to attack, help them get in an advantageous position, or outside of combat get a boost to Intimidation, Performance, or Persuasion. Finally, our Drow Magic improves, giving us access to Fairy Fire once per long rest. Fourth level is our first ability score improvement. We're going to dip into Unearthed Arcana 73 for the Tandem Tactician feat. This makes it so we can use the Help action as a bonus action. In addition, if we are using it to help with an attack, we increase the range by 10 feet to 15 feet. Finally, we can help 2 allies who are targeting the same creature if they are in range. At 5th level, we will be jumping over to Rogue. Thrawn worked differently than his peers and wasn't afraid to use underhanded tactics. We gain proficiency in Investigation, expertise in 2 skills of our choice, of which we'll be choosing Investigation and Perception to make sure our analytical skills are as high as possible. Next, we gain 1d6 of Sneak Attack, Knowledge of Thieves' Cant, and finally, our Drow Magic improves once again, allowing us to cast Darkness once per long rest. Our second level in Rogue grants us Cunning Action, allowing us to dash, disengage, or hide as a bonus action. 7th level and our 3rd level in Rogue, we choose our Roguish archetype. The perfect choice for the brilliant Mitth'raw'nuruodo, I believe, is Mastermind. This grants us Master of Intrigue, Master of Tactics, and increases our Sneak Attack to 2d6. Master of Intrigue gives us proficiency with the Disguise Kit, the Forgery Kit, 1 gaming set of our choice, and 2 languages. Pick whatever fits your campaign for these. Master of Tactics allows us to use the Help action as a bonus action, and if this is being used to help an ally's attack roll, we can do it at up to 30 feet. Combined with Tandem Tactician, this means we can help an ally up to 40 feet away, and 2 allies in 1 action or bonus action if they are attacking the same creature. 8th level is our next ability score improvement. We'll swap this for a feat as well, picking up Keen Mind. This will increase our intelligence by +1 to a 16. In addition, we will always know which way is north, how many hours are left in the day before the next sunrise or sunset, and we can accurately recall anything that we have seen or heard within the past month. At 9th level, we will return to Fighter again. This will grant us extra attack, allowing us to make 2 attacks when we take the attack action instead of 1. 10th level is another ability score improvement. We'll trade this for the crossbow expert feat since we have extra attack now. This allows us to ignore the loading quality of crossbows, we don't suffer disadvantage for firing within 5 feet of an enemy, and we can shoot a hand crossbow as a bonus action after attacking with a one-handed weapon. 11th level and our 7th level in Fighter we gain Know Your Enemy, an additional 2 maneuvers and 1 additional superiority die, for a total of 5. With Know Your Enemy, now if we spend at least 1 minute observing or interacting with another creature outside of combat, we can learn certain information about its capabilities compared to our own. We learn if the creature is equal, superior, or inferior in regards to 2 of either its strength score, dexterity score, constitution score, armor class, current hit points, total class level, if any, or fighter class levels, if any. For our additional 2 maneuvers, we will choose Rally and Tactical Assessment. At 12th level, we will return to Rogue. 5th level Rogues gain an Uncanny Dodge, and our Sneak Attack increases to 3d6. Uncanny Dodge means now when we get hit with an attack, we can use our reaction to halve the damage. 13th level and our 6th level in Rogue, we gain another instance of Expertise. This time around, we will select Persuasion and Insight. 14th level, 7th level in Rogue, we gain Evasion, and the Sneak Attack increases to 4d6. Evasion means when we succeed on a Dexterity save for half damage, we instead take no damage, and only half damage if we fail. We can't be an effective leader if we are dead, so it's important for us to avoid damage. 15th level is our next ability score improvement. We'll drop this into our Dexterity, raising it to an 18. At 16th level, we gain Insightful Manipulator and increase our Sneak Attack to 5d6. Insightful Manipulator allows us to, with a minute of observing or interacting with a creature outside of combat, discern certain information about its capabilities compared to our own. We learn if the creature is equal, superior, or inferior in regards to 2 of either its Intelligence score, Wisdom score, Charisma score, and class level, if any. With the GM's discretion, we may also realize we know a piece of the creature's history or one of its personality traits, if it has any. 17th level is another ability score improvement. We will trade this one for another feat, picking up Inspiring Leader. Now we can spend 10 minutes to inspire up to 6 friendly creatures within range. We grant them temporary hit points equal to our level plus our Charisma modifier, which currently will be 19. 18th level and our 11th level in Rogue, we gain Reliable Talent, and increase our Sneak Attack to 66. Now whenever we make an ability check that we add our proficiency bonus to, any roll of 9 or lower is treated as a 10 instead. 12th level in Rogue is another ability score improvement. We will trade this for the Martial Adept feat, granting us an additional superiority die, and for maneuvers we will pick up Riposte and Trip Attack. 20th level, the capstone of our build will come from swapping back over to Fighter one last time for a final ability score improvement. We'll be dropping this into our Strength this time, raising it to a 10 so that we have no negative ability score modifiers. I feel like Thrawn should be at least as strong as the average man. End result sees us with an average of 15 AC and leather armor. We're kind of squishy with 102 hit points, but we aren't meant to be a close-range fighter. With a light crossbow, we can average 8 damage a hit, 17 damage a round. With Sneak Attack, we can manage 38 damage in a round. But chances are we won't be making a lot of attacks if we don't have to. And honestly, if I had the option to trade out Sneak Attack for something else, I probably would, as it doesn't quite jive with the rest of the build and character. We are a commander. With Master of Tactics and Tandem Tactician, we can use the help action at 40 feet, so we get to give our allies advantage without being on the front lines. And we can do this 2 times around with our action and bonus action. This means we give advantage to up to 4 allies, across up to 2 enemies as well. This is why no one surpasses us as a tactician. With our Commander Strike and 6 superiority die, we can instead have an ally attack in our stead. This is particularly useful if the party has someone likely to deal more damage than you, say like a Barbarian. Our most likely course of action will be to help with Master of Tactics, and then have them make an attack with Commander Strike at advantage. Outside of combat, we have Know Your Enemy and Insightful Manipulator to sum up an enemy within 1 minute of observation. I've seen many GMs will actually give up all the information rather than have you choose 2, so be sure to run that by your GM. I wouldn't exactly say we can double as the face for our party, but I'd say this character could definitely garner needed respect if interacting with military NPCs. But overall, the purpose of this build can be summarized as the Barbarian wields the Great Axe, and we wield the Barbarian. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment your opinions or suggestions for new builds. Special thanks to Brandon Yates for the music in this video. I hope all your 20s are natural. See you next time. Bye.